Peace be with you, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Trevor. Really grateful to have you here. And today's video is going to be my top 10 picks for the month of August. So things are starting to dry up and cool down, and I like to reach for some like citrus and woody fragrances during this month and time of the year, as well as fragrances that feature the notes of cardamom and ginger. So those are kind of the main olfactory dimensions that the month of August calls to me with. So I'm going to start off with the number 10 spot. I've got a tie here, so like one honorable mention and then the number 10 spot. The honorable mention here is going to be Robert Talbott for men. So honorable mention because it's kind of hard to find now. I believe it's been discontinued. Was available last summer on Fragrance X for $16 or $17. Basically like a almost lemon accord take on the Terre d'Hermès DNA. Very bright, fresh, citrusy, fizzy, really beautiful stuff. Wore this one, I believe, earlier in the week this week. And also the month of August, I think it's associated with the lion because of the Leo in astrology, and you know, this has a really nice sort of lion crest insignia going on the cap. Really nice, beautiful presentation with this fragrance, and awesome stuff. Like I said, a really nice lemony sort of take on the Terre d'Hermès DNA, and really good compliment getter as well. So if you see this one anywhere, check it out. This is Robert Talbott for men. Okay, now the actual number 10 spot, Qa'ed al Fursan. So this in some sense is like a cross between Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540. You get the sort of creamy saffron in here that you get from Baccarat Rouge 540, and then a pineapple and a little bit of smokiness, I would say, that you would get in Aventus, but because they did such a good job at mashing these two together, it really comes out as its own thing, like something that's more, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts sort of composition here. There's also a really nice aromatic balsam fir note that gives me a coniferous green vibe, at least off of my skin as well. That really is a pleasure for me as somebody who loves sort of green, foresty aspects and fragrances. And the saffron accents that very well in here also. As a magnetic cap on the presentation with this in addition, and also you can get this for under $15. So really beautiful sort of creamy pineapple, spicy saffron, and balsam for foresty aspects to this fragrance. Really beautiful, complex, and amazing bang for your buck. Qa'ed al Fursan for the number 10 spot. Okay, next we have a fragrance that I unfortunately have no cap for. I bought a tester. They said it came with a cap on the description, but it didn't. But kind of a cult classic in the community. This is Montblanc's Starwalker. So I noticed that I really enjoy this DNA. I reached for it in some fashion all throughout the summer. In June, I like to grab Versace Verscent. It's got a little bit more of a green floral take on this DNA. In July, I like Tommy Bahama St. Kitts. It's got a little bit more of an aquatic take on this DNA. And then this version does a really nice woody take with the calming bamboo in here as well. This is actually my scent of the day today. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply. Not the best atomizer by any means, but Montblanc has always been such an all-star in offering high-quality fragrances for affordable prices that you can always find on the go at the rack stores, and this one is no exception. I believe it's been discontinued though, so if you see it, pick it up. It's still like in the $30 range, and yeah, just a nice musky, woody, citrus fragrance with a calming bamboo note that makes this one stand out in particular. My choice of this DNA for the month of August, Montblanc Starwalker. Okay, next, Mancera's Cedrat Boise Intensa. This one is, I guess, coming in at the number 8 spot. Kind of low on here for such a high notoriety fragrance, I would say. The only reason that being is because I get a little bit of a syrupy, synthetic textural feel in this one. I wouldn't say I necessarily get that in the regular Cedrat Boise, so that might be a better pick here, but overall I think this is more smoothly blended than the original, and both have a really beautiful sparkly citrus quality. I think both of them can be headache inducing because of that, the way that they're composed. They remind me of other fragrances that give me headaches. These ones in particular, the two Cedrat Boises, don't. But yeah, I just feel like they do have a little bit of a synthetic edge to them at times, but they are very good at pulling compliments, mass appealing, easy to wear, versatile, and I really like the amped up leather in this one. Just gives it this little bit of an added darkness that I think is great for this time of the year. Like I said, it is drying up and cooling down. We're moving into the autumn here, and this is perfect for riding out August into early September. This is Mancera's Cedrat Boise Intense, number 8 spot. Okay, number 7 spot, another beautiful sort of leather present citrus fragrance. This is Acqua de Parma Intensa. So it does carry the DNA from the original Acqua de Parma, if you're familiar with that, but it really dials back the powderiness from that sort of composition. I'm not sure if they still have lavender in this one or not. But it is very aromatic, woody, citric. There's some ginger in here that also adds this nice fizzy, sparkly component in here, and a nice spicy touch that I really love for fragrances in the August, because they add this bit of fresh warmth to things, very akin to the sort of golden hue that the drying grasses and the setting sun has during this time of the year, and this is a perfect fragrance to articulate that sentiment. Very fresh and easy to wear, also very masculine and clean. Very just high quality fragrance for the price point. Very much a steal. I think you can get these for like $60 or $70 online. One of the best niche, affordable niche fragrances in my opinion, especially for summertime. And I also believe Demachy and Morias both worked on this fragrance, so definitely check this one out if you haven't already. This is Acqua de Parma Intensa. Okay, this fragrance took a while to grow on me. I think maybe because I picked it up during the allergy season this past spring. There was something about it I was missing, and or because of the humidity, there was certain elements that weren't popping off my skin. But now during this month of August, I'm seeing the light with it. It is beautiful. It is very airy, nice, fluffy, sparkly citrus. This is Chanel Allure Homme edition Blanche. So yeah, like I said, when I first got this, I was only really picking up the vanilla tonka creamy aspects of it. I don't know if it's because my nose was stuffy from allergies or because it was very humid and the citruses couldn't kind of carry like they can in the drier air. But now in the dry air in August, this is just such a nice, like I said, the stardust almost experience that you get with the nice creamy citrus, or the nice creamy sandalwood with the sparkly citruses that come off the top of this. I also get a very nice soapy accord with this one that I don't feel I hear many people talking about. I think maybe like Dave from Callie's Groom Room might have mentioned something about this being soapy, and I can totally see that. It is very nice, clean, elegant, and like has like that creamy soapy quality that you would get, but in a gourmandish way also with that tart lemon. Excellent stuff. Pretty affordable still. I think you can get this for like $150 from Chanel's website, which is higher end on the designer price point, but this is well worth it. Easy to wear and very gentlemanly, perfect daytime date, weather, brunch sort of thing. You can dress this up or down. This is the number 6 spot, moving into top 5 after edition Blanche. Okay. Next, we have number 5, Bvlgari Pour Homme Extreme. So this is a little bit of a forgotten fragrance. I think Jacques Cavallet was the perfumer behind this one, so it is a quality composition. It's almost reminds me a little bit like Montblanc Starwalker. It's very similar in its composition, very musky, woody, citric. But this stands out and is a little bit more grown up take on that sort of fresh woody citrus DNA, and then there's some spicy pepper in here also that, yeah, just makes it a little bit more grown up. Almost makes the Montblanc Starwalker feel like a sport flanker to this, because sporty fragrances I feel also have some element of youthfulness to them. This doesn't have that though. It has that nice peppery dark quality to it that really makes it very stern and sharp and put together, so definitely check this one out. It came out in the 90s and it is a bit of a hidden gem these days, and the spicy aspects just mix so well with the dry weather in August. So this is Bvlgari's Pour Homme Extreme for the number 5 spot. Okay, the number 3 spot, technically a two-way tie. The official spot is going to Ca'ed's Millesime Imperial, and the only reason that it is a tie is because I can't really in good conscience recommend this fragrance. It is very expensive for such a poor performing fragrance. However, in terms of scent profile alone, this is the winner of the number 3 spot. However, I would just recommend going and getting your hands on this Armaf Club de Nuit Milestone. So the difference and the reason why I prefer the Millesime Imperial is because this is really more of a warm fragrance. There's like a warm fruity quality into this one that makes it feel like sunshine in some sense, like just that warm kiss of sun that you get mingled in with this watermelon. It's a very soft musk in here as well, like a soft fluffy musk. This one, however, has a very sharp aspect to it, almost metallic quality. Copper comes to mind, like the bottle, and it is a little bit more cooling and refreshing. So they both have their strong points, but this one being $30 is just the one that I would actually recommend people get in terms of just being economical. Okay, moving into the top 3. This one is probably not the most mass appealing, but it's one that I love reaching for. This is Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra Parfum. So this is kind of like Acqua di Gio Profumo, very aromatic and woody, marine kind of fragrance, but it's a lot less aquatic than that and a little bit more grown up, mature, and polished, I guess is a good adjective to associate with this one. People say this smells a lot like a yacht club or something of that nature, somebody that would be partying in that sort of atmosphere, and I have to agree entirely. It's just so it just smells like very rich wood furniture that would be adorning a mansion in some sense. Very much like wood soaked with salty air on the marine coastline. That's sort of what you get with this one. Costa Azzurra Parfum from Tom Ford. One of my favorite summertime go-tos. Okay, next. This is a little bit of a hidden gem in a newer Bvlgari Tiger clone, middle price range. This is Junoon Oud from Haramain. This adds a really nice Brazilian rosewood and patchouli to kind of give a little bit more body to that DNA and make it a little bit more sophisticated, grown up, and mature. A little bit more rich and dense. Totally one of my most complimented fragrances of the entire summer, and one that I find myself wanting to reach for very often, and I think you can get this for right around $50. This is Haramain's Junoon Oud Bvlgari Tiger clone for the number 2 spot. And number 1 spot usually goes to a Dior, and that is no exception here in the month of August 2023, Dior Homme Sport 2021. So this is sort of like a more modern take on Terre d'Hermès, if you ask me. It's got that really nice powdery, iso-y super base, and then some really nice sort of resinous aspects to it, and this freshens things up a little bit more with aldehydes instead of like a dirty earthy orange. And then the orange, there is like a lemon note in here, but it comes off like a fresh orange. So because of that powdery, iso-y super orange feel, I think this is just the better Terre d'Hermès these days. So this is my number 1 pick for the month of August, Dior Homme Sport 2021. Definitely get your nose on it because it is elegant, versatile, and a compliment beast. Okay, so those were my top picks for the month of August 2023. Let me know what you've been wearing this month in the comment section down below. And as always, I appreciate you sticking out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.